Welcome back to the Virgo channel. My name is Laura. If you're new to the channel, I'm going to do a general message for you. Know that energy is fluid, roles could be reversed. Just always interpret the message as it best resonates with you. If you're new to my channel, no, I don't like to just look at what's going on the surface. We also look at the spiritual blocks, the shadows, and how they play out as karmic themes within your experience. Gives you an opportunity to see your situation from a different perception, which a lot of times is very healing, as well as in that different perception, you're able to see what you can do to balance out the energy of the situation. All right, now if you are new to the channel, anything of any importance or relevance to the channel, you can find in the description box. And if you want to enter into winning a free reading with me, all you need to do is like the video, subscribe to the channel, and write the word of the video in your comment bar. Now, the word of the video always comes from my psychic soul healer oracle deck. And we are going to see what the word is. I'm going to just, oh, intrusive energy. I'm feeling like Virgo, like you grew up with somebody that was very intrusive, somebody that was very like controlling, and that's a trauma of yours. It's something that you're always afraid to like get involved with a person that has very domineering energy, someone that doesn't like to listen to boundaries, someone that always tries to get their own way, someone that's very manipulative. And I'm feeling like you grew up with someone with this energy, but you're also connected to someone that has this energy. And I'm feeling like they are a soul relationship. They could either be a past life karmic mate, they could be a soul mate twin flame. I can't tell yet, but what I'm feeling is that their energy is very intrusive. And so if we, even with the word intrusive, we would most likely assume that they are karmic mate, because intrusive energy is not balanced energy. It's someone that's very like in your face. And so why I'm saying this, I feel as if you're in separation from a person that you're going to run into. And when you run into them, they're going to be like in your face. They're going to be very like emotional, but also like wanting to like come back into your life and like tell you what to do and how to do it, and like and not really care what's going on in your life. And this is again, I don't know whether they're meaning to do it, but this is the energy. This is the underlining energy to your reading, that you're in separation from someone that has this very intrusive energy. And intrusive is this guy, again, very overbearing energy. Like you can feel that this person like wants to know where you are, wants to know where you're going, wants to know like every detail of every day, and just is very, very controlling, very domineering, and somebody that's triggering. And ironically, you do have a soul's connection to this person, but they also remind you of someone. So we're going to see how this energy is playing out within your situation. Why am I feeling that word intrusive? But it's funny when we have a trauma and we're not really conscious of that trauma. We're not walking around saying, oh, I feel like my parent was overbearing. No one ever he says that. But we had to deal with a personality in our childhood, whether it was a parent, a teacher, or some, authoritative figure that was very intrusive. An authoritative figure could even be a sibling for all that. And it's just the trauma was that the person's energy was so overbearing that it overstimulated you, where you felt like you couldn't think, right? I mean, what is overstimulation? It's too much thinking, it's too much thoughts combined with too much emotion that stimulates the nervous system to go into fight, flight, or freeze. So it says more about yourself than it does about the person, because no one should be able to make us feel that way. But it's again, this is the energy. I say that because it's funny that we manifest the traumas that we're not even conscious, we're not conscious of. We just, there's just this remembrance of an energy that we didn't like, and then we see it show up in other relationships. I know that I cross a line with you. It's like because they always push it. They always like take it to us to see how far that they can go, which is another way that they're intrusive, because even though they might not be loud all the time and in your face, it's just their energy is intrusive, because you know that they're always trying to get over. They're always trying to, do what is best for them. It's again, dominate your energy for what they want, which is how you grew up. That's why I feel like it's a trigger. But but I feel like you are in separation from this person, because they're like, I know I cross a line with you because you're not talking to me. Like, I feel like you're someone that is normally very loving and very sensitive, and this person enjoyed talking to you. However, they didn't really give you the time. They would come and go and come when they wanted to, but never really, it was like no rhyme, no reason. They just would randomly come in and out of your life. And they would do little things to see whether you really liked them, because there was a sense of, I like to be able to come in and out of your life without these restrictions, but maybe you don't like me that much. And that bothered them. So they would actually try to do things to get underneath your skin to see whether you still like them. I'm feeling narcissistic energy, I'm not going to lie. But, and to be just very insecure, but it's, lower vibe. I wish I could share my good news with you. So again, they have been thinking about you a lot. I feel like they've been thinking about the relationship. They've been thinking about how you just stopped talking to them. That's really what I feel, that they're shocked. They've never had someone just release. I don't feel like there was a big fireworks. I don't feel like you yelled at them. I don't feel like you gave them an explanation. I don't even think you said, hey, let's try and talk this out. This person tried to play games, tried to get underneath your skin. You didn't react. You just detached. So that's why there's a sense of, oh, I've never had this done to me before. Usually we have a big conversation about why I'm acting the way that I'm acting, which they know how they act. And you didn't do that. So like, I think that shook them to the core, because they like the drama. It's like the drama is how they can tell that you really like them. The drama is, the way of manipulating you. The drama is intrusive because it disturbs your emotional peace. Your peace, your just peace of mind. I knew exactly what I was doing. And that's why they feel bad. They feel bad because they know that they play games to like try and keep you stuck. Again, the rabbit hole. So it's like, it was almost like you're never going to get out. Like, they're always going to play games to try and keep you stuck. The more that you would say something, the more that they would twist it, the more that this is their game. And that's why the energy is intrusive. It's like, it's almost like they want to drain all your energy, because they don't really want a relationship. What this person wants is they want their ego fed. They want you to give them the attention. And that's the thing. They didn't honor this connection. I feel like they're looking back on the connection now and they honor it. But it's after they did all this bullshit to it, like I said, like creating crazy drama. That's what this is, the rabbit hole, right? Creating crazy drama to see how far, like, I can push it to go underneath your skin, to see how crazy you're going to get for me. And the thing is, you didn't react. You didn't react. So there's a part of this person that's like, I don't really want to come back to you, because then it's going to, I clearly can see that you can see what I did. So I feel foolish because I still have feelings. The whole point was that I was going to play my game. You were going to get crazy. You were going to get upset. You were going to want to talk about this. You were going to want to come back to me. You were going to want to rectify this with me. And they're like, and you're not doing any of it. You're fine. You're fine. Like they're like, and so that's why they're upset. And I feel like there is like, when I tap into this person, the intrusive energy that I feel now is almost like they're so angry that if they were to bump into you or run into you, you'd feel like so much emotion because you did not react the way that they wanted you to react. Again, but they feel sorry, they're grieving because what they have the sense that the way that you bow out from them, that you're not sorry, that you're not grieving. They thought you were going to grieve. They're grieving. And they're grieving not because they really miss you, though, yes, they wish they can share their good news with you. But why I really feel like they're grieving is because the way that you acted. It's like they had it in their head how this was going to play out. It did not play out the way they did. So I feel like they're losing who they perceive that they are. They perceive that they could have you at any time, at anywhere, and then what you're showing them is a complete opposite. It's again, you're distant. You're showing that you don't really care. You're emotionally, like, again, checked out. Like from this person, I feel like they feel like it. And that's the thing, that's normally what they do. They normally are distant. They normally act like they don't care. And what they're doing is it's like they're feeling everything that they wanted to put onto you. Again, and so they're a part of them that feels lost because they don't even know who they are. Like I believe that this is something that this person plays with a lot of people, not just you. This is the way that they navigate relationships. That's it. It's like they don't know any other way. And what happens is they create all this drama and this crazy drama with people that are insecure, people that have suffered from trauma themselves. So they continually give second and third and fourth chances with a person like this. So they're used of, again, getting what they want. They perceived you to be like they put you in the category with all the other people. It's not like they took the time to get to know you. I feel like you were friendly, you were nice, and they felt like they weren't giving you a lot of time and they knew that they were talking to other people. So they just assumed that you must have been hard up for them. Like, because you're giving them time. Every time they come back and forth into your life, you're always there for them. But in their mind, they're thinking, you're not really talking to anybody. Every time I come back into your life, you give me the time. So I don't have to give you any sort of commitment. I don't have to give you anything because you think that I'm really your friend, but I'm not really your friend. It's like I want what I want. I want everything my way. It's again up in the air. I'm gonna always keep it up in the air. I'm never really gonna like let you figure out one way or the other. I'm never really gonna decide. Again, so it's a way of emotionally manipulating you because it's like they have feelings, but they're always constantly giving these uh second guess. Like again, trying to make you feel like not stable, but it's like I believe that this person's not stable. It's like they don't want you to feel like yours could be stable with them. That's how they keep it up in the air. Again, and then I feel like for a lot of you guys, in order to be in this relationship, you have to go and get readings and you have to, because this person doesn't give you enough. They give you enough to keep you hanging on, but they don't give you enough to actually feel safe, feel like you're supported. That's what the issue is, but they don't want to. Like you said, they like the drama. They like, again, for people to feed them energy. They played a lot of games thinking that you were going to be crushed. Now they're the ones that are. I don't see that you are. I feel like everything that they thought that they were going to um, make you feel, they feel themselves because this was a real genuine connection. They, I don't think that they ever took the time to get to know you. And in the fact, and when I say take the time to get to know you, I mean, I feel like they never gave you enough time for you to really care whether or not they came in and out of your life. I feel like this person had a big ego and they felt like you were so madly in love with them. And I'm not saying that you didn't have feelings for them, but because other people treat them the way that they're like this big king, they perceive that you would too, because they were treating you like everybody else. But because you bowed out, because you didn't react, because you just went on and did your thing, that's what it made this person realize that, you're not like everyone else. But however, in a way, you are because this person kept you up in your head. In order to be in a relationship with them, you have to continually like figure out where you are in the relationship through going to like a psychic or if you're going to like talking to friends to figure it out. They never make it easy. It's always like they keep it up in the air to never make you feel safe. Again, twin flame journey. So again, there's a lot of times a runner and a chaser. So what I see in the beginning of this story is that your person played a lot of games. And now that you walked away, it's almost like they're the ones, like I said, sitting in there. So I mean, twin flame journey, that must mean that they wanna that they're gonna step it up for you. Let's see. I can't stand the thought of you with someone else. Ah, see, when you walked away from them, it's like you showed confidence. And the fact that you're not chasing them and you're not reacting and they're reflecting back on what they did, now they're nervous that you're going to meet somebody else. See, so there is a lot of passion there. They do have that passion. They don't like to show their vulnerability. They don't like to show their feelings. So, but the truth of the matter is, this person gets very jealous. That's why they were trying to make you jealous. By keeping it up in the air, right? By never making you feel safe. They thought that you were going to act crazy when realized you detached. And now they're like, why did you detach so early? Is there somebody else? Is somebody else? Are you going to be with somebody else? I run away to avoid facing my problems normally. So they see they didn't really fix this. They could have fixed this relationship a while ago. I just feel like their way is to create drama and have people come to them. And then if there is a problem, they normally don't deal with it. They're not good at communicating. However, they are very attracted to you and they're feeling bad about the way that they treated you. So they are kind of making changes in their life. Please don't move on. I feel like they're figuring things out. But like I said, this person is used to being a certain way. They're used to being a player. They're used to, like not dealing with their problems, getting what they want, being emotionally manipulative, being intrusive in order to get what they want. They're very selfish. They come across as on a lower vibration, um, someone that wants to pretty much get everything their way and not think about someone else. That's when they met you. However, like I said, the tables definitely have changed because this person again, doesn't want you to move on. They can't stop thinking about you. They're terrified that you're going to meet somebody else. All this, understand, passion is what makes people change. Passion is also the fire element that transmutes spiritual wounds. So what I see here is a runner and a chaser. Like now that runner is now going to be the chaser, and that's what we see. This person is going to chase you because they don't want you to move on, but that's because you walked away from them. Please don't give up on me. So again, everything's the same. Please don't move on. Please don't give up on me. So I feel like they are working things out. Do I feel like they have a plan? No. I feel like there's this realization that there are feelings where before your person didn't really even know that they had feelings. I'm not gonna lie. They thought that you were good looking, someone that you talked to, but again, didn't take enough time. Their way was to have a lot of people feed their ego, feed their ego. It's all about me. It's all about me. It's all about me. And the thing is, the people that put up with that, they dispose of. They clearly don't. And that's why when you walked away, this person actually gained respect for you and looked at you and looked at how they treated you. And, you know, they realize they need to change, but they don't know how to do that. They don't know how to do that because they're going from one extreme to another. I feel like they're still trying to, you know, they're still trying to figure out like how to approach, and it's making them very emotional. And that's why there is this intrusive energy there, because when a person is angry and they're sad and they're upset and they're losing control, that's what it is. This person's used of being in control, creating all the drama. I'm just going to pull two more in to see like if they're going to do anything. I have sexual fantasies about you. Again, all this passion, which is what is going to make this person actually move and change, because they want to forget about you. They can't forget about you. Trust me, if they could have forgotten about you, they would have, because it would be easy, because this person doesn't want to really surrender their ego. They don't really want to beg and try to explain or look foolish. They care a lot about what they appear. They did all this to seem desirable. They did all this craziness to, keep you stuck in your head and to create some fake passion, because again, drama creates that. When meanwhile, what's happened is you detached and they wound up getting more and more and more passion because they haven't stopped thinking about you. And now they're actually worried, where they went from cocky to like nervous. They went from cocky to like insecure. Over the moon. They are over the moon over the thought of you. Like they just have happy memories with you. They feel like if they could be with you, they would be over the moon. You bring out happiness. I need time. However, they need time to figure out how that's going to happen. That's why they want you to be patient. And it's because, like they said, they don't know how to all of a sudden change. There still is a process. This person needs to get out of their head. It's again, they care a lot about what, what people think. They care a lot about how they appear. And the truth of the matter is they did all this not to be vulnerable. And their only way that they're going to be able to fix this is if they're vulnerable. They're trying to figure out how to like approach you. But really, I feel like a lot is that they feel stupid to have to approach you. And the thing is, it's like they've never had to like come back and actually take responsibility the way that they act. They never thought about anyone else's feelings before. They never felt like they had to. So on one level, it's like this connection is so profound to them because it's like this is real. They've never had such a real, deep connection. There is no deeper connection than a twin flame connection. Hello, twin flame connection. is like, I mean, that is, you can't walk away from it. It's like you might want to walk away from it. This person feels like you are their other half. And it's not that you could ever be anyone's other half or vice versa. It's just everywhere where you have gifts, they have wounds. And so they just feel as if when they look at you that they could have a life with you. And it sounds crazy. It's all because you walked away from them. It's like you weren't needy, that you showed strength, that you showed independence, that you showed respect for yourself. You made them look at you where other people are so afraid to do that, that they stay in the connection with them, that they just lose respect and they never formed a true, strong emotional bond. So this person has trouble, first and foremost, to get that close, to get that intimate, to form that emotional bond. Now on top, they come into to you and you're a twin flame. So to them, this relationship is almost like too deep. It's so deep. Remember, this person's used to being surface. They like everything their way. They play a lot of games to create the fake passion. This is not that. This is real passion that this person has for you. So this is why they are overstimulated and they need time to figure out like how to approach this situation. This is not their strength. This may be your strength. Remember, twin flames, usually one person is a great communicator, tends to be more artistic, more intuitive, more sensitive, better in relationships, and the other person tends to be technical, more grounded, more structured, more methodical, like just different parts of the brain. And grow up in certain environments where we cultivate certain strengths and where we, again, suppress certain things to the point that we think that they don't work, where they do work. That your person, before they met you, didn't think that they could have a deep relationship. They felt like they were a little bit broken. Our story isn't over yet. They're like, they're not going to let this go. They don't know how, they don't know when, but they are coming back. You are always on my mind. Like this person just, like I said, it's like they went from one extreme to another. Now, this is a collective reading. So some of you guys are going to want to be with this person, some of you guys aren't. We need to say, why would you attract a person like this into your life? What are you supposed to heal? Because we attract our soulmates, our twin flames, and our past life karmic mates to come into our life to teach us about ourselves, to show us where we need healing, especially if this person triggers us. And being that they acted the way that they did in the beginning, we know that they had to have triggered you. So we have to say, what were the wounds and what are the gifts that come from that situation? And why I say gifts is when you get triggered and you look at your spiritual trigger and it awakens that wound, it's to apply that knowledge, say, why am I feeling that way? And then you have to integrate whatever it is to coincide, to balance out that energy. So just follow. Well, see, why did you attract this person? Because, like I said, they triggered certain things. This person still isn't with you. You're in separation right now. They're figuring it out. So, what are you doing during this time? Like, what should you be doing during this time? Again, neglect. So, again, obviously, this person played a lot of games. They only cared about themselves. So, we could see it triggered neglect. Like, you didn't give me the time, the attention, abuse. So this person, again, actually brought up a lot of your childhood wounds, a lot of your childhood wounds. Again, it's not always that we get hit, but emotionally abusive. Like this person likes to create drama. And what I do know is that there was a sense that they didn't want you to feel stable, right? They didn't want you to feel stable. and wanted to keep it up in the air. So really, that's emotional abuse. There's emotional abuse because it's like, I never knew, I never felt important. I didn't feel good enough. I didn't feel like loved. And so I feel as if it kicked up that during this time. And that's why this person knows what they did. They feel bad. They want to come back and they want to rectify it. Is what they, because they just haven't figured out how to rectify it. And that's for a different reading. But when a person wants to figure it out and the passion is what drives them, believe me, they'll figure it out. However, we have to say, like, what this awokened inside you was neglect and abuse. So what was the healing energy that, if you're still dealing with this, that you can, put into your life to integrate it, to balance the energy out? It's never easy to be in a relationship with someone that doesn't give us time, that we feel neglected, that brings up feelings of abuse. But it obviously makes us do a deep dive into ourselves, and that needs to be investigated, those wounds. So we say, what are we supposed to do to heal that energy? What can we do to heal that energy without even looking at the relationship? Because before this person came into your life and did whatever they did, the abuse happened in childhood. That was a childhood wound that you were not, again, aware of. And so we say a new opening. When one door opens, I am confident another will open, and it will be for my betterment. I accept that life brings challenges and acknowledge the opportunities and learning that presents to me. Serenity comes from within. I feel like it was to date other people. I think it was also to, like, again, when one door closes, like, this person didn't give you anything, so it made you go into, like, invest more into yourself. And by being able to invest more into yourself, you really get to know what is going to make you happy, what's going to, like, what's going to not just make you happy, but things that interest you, your hobbies, and you're able to then create yourself. A lot of times, if we were brought up in childhood abuse, where we were neglected, there's a feelings of not being good enough. There's feelings of not feeling safe, which is what this person brought up, right? They didn't want you to feel stable. That's exactly what they were trying to do, hoping that you would react from that wound, where you didn't. What you did was, again, you realized that a new opening came in and you invested in yourself. That's why you didn't cry. You weren't sad. You actually showed this person like a different way to deal with things that I don't think that they've ever even experienced before. It showed them how to deal with their own problems in life, right? Where they're someone that I feel like likes to play around with people's emotions because they're not really too happy in their own life. So you dealing with them the way that you did, it's like it was with elegance and class, and you showed them that your life wasn't over, that, like I said, so if that door isn't your door, that there's a lot of other doors, and that you're still like, your life can still be very good. And I think that, like you said, that was very karmic for for them to see it, but I think it was very healing for you. And why I say that is because at the end of the day, we create our own stability. That a person doesn't create our stability. When we grow up in an environment where our parents weren't able to give us that stability, we didn't feel safe, we were neglected, we always then look for that in a relationship. And what happened is the universe brought you someone that couldn't give it to you, is again because no one's supposed to give it to you. That was the trauma. And so what this story was about was for you to, like, not sit there and be upset, which you didn't do. Instead, you put the energy into yourself. And as one door closed, another door opened, and guess what happened? that made your person, again, the person that's connected to you that played all these games, well, that's what's making them come back. Because they're like, you didn't need me. You didn't fall for that little trap that normally works. I have to actually look at you now as a person that you're, and it really, it changed them, it changed you, because like you said, what you realized is you're not in, you're not the reason why I'm happy. You're not in charge whether my life is going to be happy in the end, or whether or not I can be stable in the end. I do all that for myself. So I think that was what the healing message is, and that's huge for, like you said, when we grow up in an environment where we were abused, we don't feel safe. When we were neglected, we want more emotional support, stability, but that's the trauma. And you'll always notice that you'll attract a person that emotionally can't give to you. And the reason why is because you have to integrate that spiritual block first. And you integrate it by, again, realizing as one door closes, another door opens. Not all the time is it like, sometimes things only come into our life for a day, a season, sometimes, yes, a lifetime, but not all the time, and that's okay. That in the end of the day, we make our own happiness. And I'm going to leave that there, Virgo. You can let me know if you resonated with this video, and if you did, please share, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.